Hello guys, so in this video I'm going to show you the simple reporting dashboard we use for roofing companies and then how you can set this up for your company. I'll be walking you through the whole thing live, right, so that we can copy it. So by the end of this video, you will have the exact go high level and then make.com workflows we use so you can implement it by yourself. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to move from the go high level automations and then move to how it interacts with make.com and then to Google Sheets and then to Looker Studio, right? So now let's say a new lead comes in. We are here, a new lead comes in. So the pipeline is updated. So here is the pipeline. So this is the pipeline. So a new lead comes in. So they appear here. And then when the pipeline is updated, a webhook is sent to make.com. Now let me show you what the automation looks like, right? So here we are, right? A new lead comes in. If you can see this, right? So a new lead comes in right here. So a new lead comes in. So pipeline stages, new lead, right? And then a webhook is sent. So here, let's see, yeah, a new lead here, and then a webhook is sent. So this is the webhook. So let's see what the webhook contains. So the URL, we copied from make.com, and then we have there's all this information we send to make.com. But then this is just should I say a fallback because make.com already or GHL already provides I think almost all the information we need to make.com. But then it would be very good if you have this custom data also. So now so pipeline is updated, we've seen that, and then a webhook is sent to make.com, right? So now let's see what the make.com automation looks like. So a webhook is sent here. So I'm going to try and see if we can get a lead in here so that you can see what I'm talking about. So right, I just added a lead to the pipeline. So let's see how it appears. So when you click here, you can see the output, right? So we can see all this information right here, right? So I just added myself as a lead, all this information, tags in city, Nebraska. You can see all this information right here, right? I just did something, right? Cool. So from this webhook, so this webhook pulls the information from GHL and then it up sends it to Google Sheets. So now if we check in the Google Sheets right now, so here let's see. So webhook is sent to make.com and then a row is then created in Google Sheets. Now, if you check in Google Sheets right now, you can see that, right? You can see that it's here, right? You can see that I'm here. Yeah, that's basically what happens in this Google Sheet. And then let's walk through this make.com workflow. So from this is what we did. So basically, you can just go in and add your Google Sheets to the make.com over here just by clicking on add and then following the procedure then. And then you search for the ID, right? So the ID is between this part after the slash over here to this part. So that's the ID. So you copy this and then paste it over here. Then you select the sheet name and then it's all for it from here. So we are using uh, search row model here. And then router. So this router basically says if the new lead exists. Let's see. So if the new lead does not exist, right? If the new lead does not exist, then it will add a new row. But if the new lead exists, right, then we'll update 0. Okay. So now that's the whole thing about this. And then when we come here, we can see the same thing. You can connect your Google Docs. But this we are adding a row, right? So let me just show you something. So Google Sheets, you click on Google Sheets and then add a row. And then here down the down part, you update a row over here. So that's basically how you do it. And then so when it comes to the Google Sheets, right? So when you update the Google Sheets or add the person to the Google Sheet, then the data is then routed to Looker Studio. Now, by the way, if you have a roofing company or you are working with one and then you need our help implementing this whole system so that you can track everything that goes on in your company, you can just DM me on Instagram. I have the first link in the description. Okay, so now data is routed to Lucas Studio. So let's see what happens in Lucas Studio over here. So yep, as simple as that. So let's see. So you can see we added the sales rep test, right? So we added this, and then from here it's simple. You just add dimension. You add a dimension rep name. So instead of, I think the default would be contact ID, but no, we want to measure it by rep name. So you can see the total leads, the inspection book, the win rates per rep, and basically any other um, metrics we would like to track to see which sales rep is performing best and what they do differently. We can track all sorts of things, right? To see the call to lead ratio and all sorts of things, right? Just by adding formulas, right? So let me show you an example. So let's say let's check this inspection book, right? So inspection book. So you can see we added a formula right here, right? So it's inspection book, and then we added a formula. So now let's check this win rate too. So we added a different formula for that one. So it calculates the win rate per rep and then the inspection book per rep and all this. We can add more charts. You can add bar charts by simply clicking on this, add charts, and then you can add more stuff right here. So we can add all this just to see what your data looks like. Now let me just delete this real quick. Delete. Right. So let's see how it looks when we view it. So yeah, this is how it looks. So everything and it updates in real time because this as this webhook comes in, the make.com files and then adds. So each and every day it's updated. Every 15 minutes it's updated, right? So you have this is how you say it, right? And then you can select the date ranges you want. So let's say I just did the leads for today. I think today is 23rd, right? So 23rd to 23rd apply. Let's see. Yep. Now because we didn't assign it to any sales rep, right? Any sales rep didn't claim the lead. So you can see that it's only appearing here. Okay. So now that's for that. And then yeah, tables and formulas are then used for the reporting, and then we are able to track and then make changes. So this is a very important part, right? So once we don't just set this up for the companies we work with. We try and then analyze data and then try and see which or what are we doing wrong, and then basically with the steps as we had over here, new lead comes in, contacted, inspection book rate. So contacted rate, we measure that, inspection book rate, inspection completed rate per rep, estimate pending, estimate sent rate, and then we can see where the bottleneck is, or where we have a roadblock, and then we solve for that, right? So that's basically how we do this. And then, so this is just a simple walkthrough of how we do it. Now, as I said earlier, if you have a roofing company or you are working with one and you need our help implementing this, you can just DM me on Instagram. I have the first link in the description down below, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.